Welcome to RVU, an RV Insider podcast where I will interview industry experts, icons, and influencers. Classes in session for all things RV. I'm your host, Angie Morrell, and today I'm so thrilled to have Paul White. Are you director, president?
I think it's just fair to say I'm responsible for engineering.
Well, that kind of sums it all up, right? Who needs titles, right?
That's right.
So this is super exciting. I'm so glad to hear. So you're
you.
responsible for all of engineering for Newmar.
That's right. So that covers product design, vehicle engineering, and development of our products, basically.
Well, that is very exciting. So tell me, obviously you've got a long history in this industry, maybe not in RVs, but in engineering. So tell me about your experience.
Absolutely. So I've got I've been about 30 years now in automotive design from product. My background is in styling and engineering.
Okay.
So it's in product design, vehicle engineering, complete vehicle development. And that's automobiles, trucks, and a short stint in RV already prior to Newmar.
Okay.
We're very excited to be here at Newmar now, and I'm part of this great team.
Paul, I also heard that you actually worked with Kyle McQuarrie.
I did. I spent about 3 years working with Kyle in another RV company, but Kyle was over there as head of product development, and I ended up being hired by Kyle to come in and run design for the 3 years there, and we had a great time. I learned a tremendous amount from Kyle. He's had just a wealth of experience in RV, both from a design and an engineering perspective, a lot of customer feedback. The very first time when I joined the company, first thing was he took me down to Florida. We went and visited a few different dealers just to basically get
put you right in.
Just immersion, a complete immersion, right? Uh-huh. And I'll never forget that. So Kyle's a huge influence, and I'll take that with me all the way through Newmar.
That is wonderful. I know that he's been dearly missed, and he was definitely well respected throughout the industry. And so,
amazing man.
Amazing that you got to spend some time and have some legacy with him.
Yeah.
Well, we are so excited that you're here because I have a feeling that you're going to bring some new energy and new ideas to Newmar. Anything that you can give us a little, maybe dangle a carrot for us out there?
Well, I think for me, design and engineering, good product anyway, is all about the synergy of all these different pieces coming together. And it doesn't matter whether it's a car or an iPhone or any product really. The more that you can bring the styling side of things, the engineering side of things, manufacturing, parts and service, and just the whole distribution, the more you can bring that into one cohesive package and develop those as an integrated unit, you just end up with something that the customers will really enjoy and get a lot of use out of, a lot of fun out of. And part of the goal here now is to work across the wider organization, bring in some new technology, new tools in development, 3D modeling, virtual rendering, visualization.
So tell me a little bit more about those. Like, what would you do 3D modeling for? Like, give us some specifics, because I think that's what our viewers will really be excited about.
So traditionally, we will have built coaches in an engineering environment, and then the first time we really see that as a complete unit is when we build our first pre-production units.
Okay.
And at that point in time, then we get to assess what that vehicle looks like, and does it meet all the requirements that we want? Does it function the way we expect it to? And really, that's been great for us for many years. We've been doing this 50 plus years now, right? And we build a great quality product. But like with anything, there are always opportunities for improvement.
Right.
And we want to give our customers more choice,
which says a lot, because Newmar already probably gives the most choices out there to their customers. So,
but our customers today are, pretty discerning in what they want, whether it's a luxury car or a luxury boat or a luxury home. They can go in now and they can pick the cabinet style that they want, the color that they want, the fabrics that they want, the finishes that they want. In a vehicle, they're looking at, the tools, the technology, etc., appliances in your home, So we want to be able to give that level of choice and complexity, but within an environment where we can control the build and can control the continued quality whilst offering this level of choice. So that comes down to having a really robust design and engineering practice and methodology. And when we're bringing in new 3D tools and visualization, we can start to see how these things are going to come together and what they look like. And we can do a floor plan walk and see whether the ergonomics are right, or whether
you're going to make sure that slide comes in
right,
correctly.
Or whether when you're standing in the galley, your face isn't hard up against the microwave.
The door actually opens to that bathroom.
Opens the right way. And
doesn't hit the molding.
Right. And you've got proper clearances, etc. Right. So we can do all of that in a 3D environment virtually, even before we build the first coach.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And of course, we're involving the sales folks, Matt Ellinger and his team. We're looking at market research. We're talking with folks like yourselves. We're going to be conducting rallies, getting voice of the customer, all aimed at, okay, what does that next generation of Newmar product want to look like? How can we bring that into these new design methodologies to inform those designs, and then use these tools to put a better product out there, basically.
Well, I think that sounds very exciting.
It's a very cool opportunity.
Yes. And if you need, we have these AIM rallies that you need to come to. I think that Paul needs to be on our, you need to be on our invite list for the next one, because we have a lot of customers that would love to hear this and love to hear some of the changes and innovation that you're bringing to Newmar.
No, it's great. It's really exciting. Looking forward to coming to more rallies. My wife and I and the dog spent some time in a previous life, and our first coach was a 39-foot RV, driving it for the first time, and it was a hairy experience, but we loved it. And once you get over the first couple of hours, it's fantastic.
First you're like, I remember my first drive, I'm like, the steering wheel just moves too much. I'm just going like this, and then you get a little bit more comfortable, and you're going down the road a little bit longer, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm drinking my Coke.
That's right.
I realized it wasn't the steering wheel at all. It was me.
I think in some instances, though, it's easier for the driver than it is for the passenger.
Oh, yeah, because you're in control. You're in
control.
Exactly.
I remember my wife having some fun words for the bar that was here that was getting a good fingerprint in there. But no, it's great. Obviously, we want to be using our coaches a lot more as an engineering team. There's 70 folks in engineering right now that are all part of bringing the best product we can to our customers, and we've got to be using those more, doing more usability studies.
Yes, I think that's where you get the best research.
Exactly.
For sure.
And not just how we design it, but how our customers are going to use them, and make sure that we are designing the product the way they're going to use them. And so we need to, again, get that feedback so that we can do the right job.
Well, you have a personal invitation from me, and I know our owner, Brett Davis.
Thank you.
For you and your wife and the dogs.
Yeah, it's always important.
That's why a lot of people buy RVs, right?
That's right.
So they can
travel
take
as a family.
their furry friends with them.
Right,
yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Want to get the most out of your RV lifestyle? Join AIM Club. This all-inclusive motorhome club connects you with fellow RV enthusiasts all across the country and guarantees you access to some of the best rallies in amazing locations. Members also get exclusive discounts on many valuable products and services to make RV lifestyle better. Learn more about all the benefits and fun of AIM Club at aimclub.org.
THIA by Proteng is a patent-pending advanced fire suppression system. In the event of an RV fire, the Proteng devices quickly and automatically disperse FM200, an extinguishing agent that covers the heat source and can prevent, suppress, and extinguish fires. THIA by Proteng systems are customized to each RV and consist of multiple self-contained devices that wind through specific areas of the RV that can be prone to fire. There's no better protection for you and your RV. Learn more at otrdistribution.com.
In the market for a new or new-to-you RV? Check out National Indoor RV Center's massive nationwide inventory. NIRVC has a wide selection of Class A, Class B, and Class C RVs. And their one-stop shop approach means you can count on their trusted experts for sales, service, storage, and more. Experience the NIRVC difference. Visit NIRVC.com.
So Newmar offers probably the most customizable coach, like I mentioned. So what are some of the things that you're doing that you can tell me? Because I know that 2024 has kind of been produced and made before you got here. Because how long have you been with Newmar?
Just over 4 months now.
Okay, 4 months.
Yeah.
So, so you probably didn't have a lot to say in the 2024 product. But if there's anything you can tell me or that you're excited about, I know you're in the 2025 or, design, maybe some changes. I don't know if there's anything that you can share with our audience right now.
Yeah, I think the really the biggest thing, Angie, is that the goal of when you walk into a new environment and you're taking in the whole picture that exists today, is what is it that we can do to keep improving quality, and part of that is by making things somewhat more simple and easier for us as a group to get.
Simple, but not taking away any of that quality
Correct.
or
So
luxury.
the ideal goal really is to reduce complexity, whilst at the same time providing more opportunity for our customers to configure. So I think what you'll see in 25 is that we are looking at floor plans, pulling back on some floor plans to reduce some complexity, focus on the ones that really seem to be the most popular ones.
Maybe even make those better.
Right, exactly. We're looking at our manufacturing groups, our service groups, and what can we do there to improve their lives from an engineering standpoint too, because, if we design something that is really difficult to build on the line, that doesn't help any of us. So we want to be working very closely with these different groups to basically be putting a design out there that is repeatable, high quality, and that also means trying to take some of that complexity that we've had out of the picture as well. But at the same time, we've had, whether it's certain cabinet styles, certain colors, and certain choices, we want to bring some fresh new designs into that. Again, my background goes to automotive styling, and there's a lot of choice in automotive today. It doesn't matter whether it's a $40,000 car or a $200,000 car. There's a lot of choice and configurability, and we want to bring a lot more of that to the Newmar family of products. And so I think in 25 you're going to see that door open up a lot more in terms of choice for our customers.
Well, that's exciting. What talking more about that automotive experience that you have, I know that we always have. There's an expectation and from the customer that the coach is going to function like their luxury auto car.
Mm-hmm.
How does that translate your experience in the automotive industry to the RV industry?
It is a difficult subject.
It's a lot. I know it's way more complex. So.
Right, and the difficulty with RV is that we're trying to bring this marriage of an automotive platform, if you will, which is really the chassis, the cockpit area, the safety system, the driver assist systems. But we're trying to marry that to your house as well, right?
Right.
And, when you buy a new home, unfortunately, it's not everything is as smooth as we all want it to be.
I say that all the time to customers. I'm like, now remember, did you ever buy a house that you didn't have a checklist on?
Exactly.
Okay, you might have the same thing with an RV.
Exactly. And, cars have got millions and millions and millions of test miles on them these days, and hundreds of millions of dollars in development to get them to where they are. Houses,
plus
are
they
built the way
repeat that
they are.
same process.
That's correct.
And it's more mechanically built too, right?
It
Am I
is.
saying that right?
Absolutely. Well, they tend to be designed and built for mass production, obviously,
Right.
and that is human production as well as mechanical robot machinery production. And you're building 1 million trucks a year,
Right.
versus the type of volume that we build. So the question is, how do you best marry what you get with a house with an automotive platform? And really that all comes down to trying to develop these things as one integrated, cohesive vehicle. And that's really what I'm trying to bring to the table here, working with our team, working with sales, working with service, is to take all these different pieces of information and bring them into very modern design engineering techniques that have been around for some time, that are really tailored to this RV manufacturing and RV build, which is quite different for the industry. It's somewhat revolutionary, as we've talked about with the RV revolution,
Yes.
right? But it's trying to bring a lot of methodologies from the outside of RV to RV, taking the best of all worlds and bringing them together into something that becomes a pretty cool vehicle.
Well, I'm super excited to see what you're going to do with that. So you mentioned the RV revolution. NIRVC has been part of our mission statement is to advance the industry. So I know that you've mentioned a few things, but what would you say is your biggest thing that you're doing to advance the industry here at the RV revolution at Newmar?
I think there's a few points really, and that would be, from a design standpoint, we're trying to give our customers opportunities to, I guess if I step back and I look at RV from a fresh eyes, of what I've seen out, we've had a lot of the same thing for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
And what we want to bring here as a team now is something fresh and new. Our customers that want a traditional looking vehicle, we need to provide that to them. Our customers may be newer, younger buyers who are getting into RV or have been in RV for a while and really want to step up to a luxury brand now. We want to be able to give those customers a different experience visually, aesthetically, as well as from a quality standpoint too. So we want to bring in some modern looks, some modern designs, some new lines, new colors, new exteriors, new graphics, things that really look a little bit different rolling down the road than we've seen for the past 50 years.
That's exciting. I'm always kind of waiting for those next life cycle of graphics, because we've kind of had a similar one for the whole time I've been in the industry.
Right.
And I've seen it start to change a little bit. You're maybe saying that you might even change it a little bit more, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think we want to, again, some people really want the traditional graphics.
Sure.
But a lot of people, and we get feedback, a lot of people want something completely different. And so, really what we have to do is provide that to our customers. So we're working on some very modern, contemporary looking themes, as well as traditional themes.
And one of the things that Newmar does, if viewers aren't familiar, you do a lot of customizations within your interiors. Also, you'll let customers do custom colors on the exterior.
That's right.
So will that still be an option going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. What we're trying to do is provide more choice with less. I know that's a bit of an oxymoron, but it's possible to do that.
It is. That is hard. I know where you're going with that, but
so
you'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, you'll have to wait and see. But I think, yes, but we will always continue to offer specials because customers, especially at this level,
they do
always want to customize their vehicle to just be that little bit different from everybody else.
Yes, absolutely.
So, and we never want to take that away.
No, I think that's key. I always say, when you're spending this much, if you spend just a little bit more, you can have your own color. You're never going to be right next to a coach that's got the exact same exterior pink color. And
all of us want to be able to say, there's only one and it's mine.
That's right. All right. Unless it's pink and has wings, then we may not want to do that.
That's right. Yep.
Well, Paul, I can't tell you how much I appreciated getting
Thank
to
you.
know you today, visit with you. I even got to see a little sneak peek of some things, just all fun, exciting things that are coming for Newmar. So I will be even more excited to speak with you in another year.
Right.
Maybe this time next year. Can we set a date?
Absolutely. We look forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. If you'd like to learn more about the items that we discussed in today's podcast, please click the links in the podcast description. Also, if you've enjoyed the podcast, make sure you help us out. Tell your friends about it, give us a good review, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Make sure you tune into our next episode so you can see which industry expert, icon, or influencer is up next on our roll call. Until then, class is dismissed, and we'll see you down the road.